Hi, everyone. Okay, so we're just waiting for the session to start, another minute or so. And so for now, if you'd like to make yourself comfortable, finding the most comfortable position, either seated or lying down, and then possibly having a drink by your side, just in case if you want to sip on it throughout the session. And starting to relax already, you can already start to clear your mind, getting ready for the session. Okay, we're going to start the session now. So hi and welcome. Today we are doing a session on water stillness. We're going to look at water and how to use it to relax ourselves, and stillness, sometimes with water and sometimes on its own. So first of all, welcome. This is a session for your health and well-being. So you need to make sure throughout the session at all times that you are most comfortable and that you do not feel any extra stress because of anything that we would be doing. So if at any time any activity creates you stress or feels too challenging for you, you can always sit it out, okay? You can either just listen to my words and just ignore what I'm asking you to do, or you can also go back to a breathing exercise we're going to start with. That breathing exercise is a foundation to meditation, and it's the basic thing you can always go back to help yourself relax. So if anything creates you stress in this session, please do go back to that if you wish to. Also, meditation often encourages people to stay still and not move, especially in a stillness session, or rather a session on stillness. But with the sessions that I lead, I always encourage people to be as comfortable as possible. So if at any time your body hurts because of a position that you have adopted for so long, or that it's just awkward to you, you can always move at any time and reposition yourself. You can also get up and have a little walkabout and then sit back down if your body aches, okay? As I mentioned, you can have water by your side or some kind of a drink by your side to sip on throughout the meditation. And again, you can sit out at any time that you wish to. Right. So today being a session on water and stillness. Um, First of all, I would like to ask you before we start this to focus for a few minutes on a gratitude and on an intent for the healing, because this session is infused with Reiki. So you can put out an intent for Reiki to bring anything that you need in your life and in your person. Reiki is a positive energy, and simply it's a healing energy. So simply it can add positivity in any aspect of you. It can add positivity in your life, in your health, in your physical and mental health, in your spiritual journey, giving it a boost or a sense of direction. It can help you to connect with spiritual aspects of your life better and stronger. It can remove negative energy that we can capture from our environment, our life, our traumas, and some people around us as well. And it can help with bringing positivity to projects, careers, households, relationships. So we're going to spend a couple of minutes now to focus on this. Gratitude, for those of you who are not familiar with this, gratitude is something to think about that you're grateful for. It is something that has brought you happiness, that has made your heart feel warm, that has brought a smile to you, or made you feel the zest of happy life in you at some point in the last week. So now, if you'd like to just take a deep breath and then closing your eyes. And by taking a deep breath, I mean breathing in and out. And now taking a couple of minutes, just focusing on a gratitude and an intent for the healing if you wish to. Okay. And now bringing your mind back to the room where you are and opening your eyes again, taking a deep breath to finish. I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do with the breathing exercise. Now, for those of you who've already done this with me, we are going to spend about 10 minutes focusing on our breath. But then after that, we're going to focus with the vibration of stillness. Focusing on a vibration rather. What I mean by that is that everything feels a certain way to us. The way it feels is its vibration. Using your senses, using your third eye, using your heart, using your body, using your mind. When you connect with how you feel about something, you are connecting with the vibration of that something, or even that someone, or even that somewhere. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you've ever felt that, but thinking of a place and thinking, oh, that feels good there. It feels really nice. That is because you're connecting with the vibration of that place. And so today we're going to focus on the vibration of stillness. And so after the normal breathing exercise, I will ask you to do this, and I'm just going to do it now to show you. We're going to take 5 breaths and we're going to breathe in and out quickly and sharply to dynamize our system. So that afterwards, once we've done those 5 breaths, we stop. And then we can observe the stillness from the viewpoint of a huge dynamic activity. So then you're going to be able to connect strongly with the vibration of stillness. And this will help us for the rest of the activities. So this is going to be like this. First, you're going to be breathing normally. And then you're going to take five strong breaths, which will go like this. And then we will stop. We might actually do more than 5. We'll see. We might do 10 to really get there. And then after having done those sharp breaths, all of a sudden, it all goes quiet. And that sensation there, for me, it feels like there's tingling, but at the same time, there's very quiet. Then I've got images that come to my mind of other places that I felt I was still before, like a pond or the moment after that the rain stops, these kind of things. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to first start with our normal breath, then we will do that sharp breath for a while. And then we will focus on the vibration of stillness for the last few minutes of this meditation. So, if you would like now to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out to begin. And for now, Just switching off your mind, letting my words settle and switching your mind off. Relaxing already. And little by little, bringing your whole attention to your breath. Focusing just on this one thing, your whole mind, your whole attention. Switching off every thought in your mind one by one. Flicking a switch to switch them off. Watching them disappear like clouds in the sky. Or releasing them with balloons, letting them fly off. Or simply knowing that they are not there anymore. Whichever way makes sense to you. You can let go of all your thoughts and bring your whole attention to your breath. Noticing the movement of your breath, the movement it brings to your body, as your body expands on an inhale and retracts on an exhale. Noticing which parts of your body are moving and shifting with this gentle flow. Noticing which parts of your body are actually moving. Is your belly moving? Are your shoulders moving? Maybe even your head. Some people feel their breath all the way down to their feet. Maybe you can hear the noise it makes when you breathe. You may have to listen very attentively for this. Noticing the sensations of the air as well, as it passes through your nose at the back of your throat, through your windpipes and into your lungs. And then coming back out, maybe a little bit warmer than it got in. And relaxing more and more with each breath. Maybe also noticing the softness and gentleness of that flow there. Just the pure sensation of that flow, caressing the insides of your body, soothing your insides. And now we're going to move on to those sharper, shorter breaths that I showed you before. We're going to do this 10 times. And then after that, we will focus on the stillness. And so we can begin. And now focusing on the energy dropping back down into the stillness. Focusing on the opposition between the effervescence of the movement and the energy that we just stimulated. And now the calm, the stillness of the soft flow of your regular breath. Feeling your whole system coming back down to a stop, to a rest, to that place of stillness where no real activity is happening and everything can calm down. When connecting to that feeling, what comes to mind? Is there any image bringing a sense of stillness? Any smell, any sound coming to mind, or any word, any place, any memory? And keeping on connecting and remembering that sensation. First thing after that, you stopped taking those deep breaths, those sharp breaths rather. Connecting with that feeling right there that happened just after that you stopped taking those sharp breaths. That sense of peace, that stillness. Just spending one more minute there. And then taking a deep breath to finish. Bringing your mind back to your room and opening your eyes again. So, how did this feel? And by the way, you can leave comments on the live chat anytime. And then at the end of each session, I go back to the comments and I answer questions or um, respond to the comments. So, how did it feel to you? This you can just take a moment to think about this, and then have some water or drink if you'd like, and then we will move on to the next activity. So this was our first connection to stillness. Next, we're going to have our first connection to water. The water is not going to be completely still, but it should still bring this kind of a peaceful feeling inside. We are basically going to be lying down in a shallow place in a river. So the water, we will be in the water, but the water, our head will still be above the surface. And we will be completely safe and comfortable because the weather will be lovely and the water will be warm. But if that kind of scenery was to create you stress, then you can imagine yourself in a pool. There are those pools now that are quite long but narrow for people to just swim in. They don't move because there's a current in the water, but they just swim on the spot. So they are not very big pools. So that can be another scenery for this meditation if you prefer. Or even a bathtub where the water is going through the overflow drain. But there has to be a movement of water. But whatever makes you feel most comfortable, at all times you should feel comfortable and relaxed. So I am going to guide this as being in a river, but you choose your sitting, whatever feels comfortable. And if you prefer to sit it out, you can also do that. Okay, so if you would like to make yourself comfortable again, and then closing your eyes and taking a deep breath to begin. And now I would like you to imagine a river, a shallow river, beautiful river with some pebbles and some sand at the bottom. And you can go into that river now and lie down in it. It can be a wide river or a narrow river, it doesn't matter. The flow is soft and gentle. In fact, you can hear the water running, but you cannot even see any wave or any movement on the water as it smoothly just glides down. And so, as you start to lie down there in the water, you can begin to connect with the sensation of the water running over your hands, your feet, over your arms, your legs, over your whole body. And still that water strong enough to hold your head up above it so that you can just lie down there and completely relax. And as you relax there, in the stillness of this beautiful place, the water is going to wash off of you anything you no longer need. With this meditation, the water is going to help you to purify yourself, to cleanse yourself, to let go of burdens, to let go of stress and tension, to let go of pain and other health problems. And so you can just lie down there and relax, feeling this soft, gentle movement of the water passing over you and taking with it anything you no longer need, cleansing your body, making you feel pure, healthy, clear, inside and out. Helping you to release every burden you're carrying on your shoulders and that you no longer need to carry. Feeling the soft, gentle sensation, just like a caress of the water passing over your body. This fresh water, full of energy, also energizing you as it runs over you, leaving you feeling stronger and happier, clearer minded, lighter every second. Leaving you feeling more and more relaxed and energized at the same time. Letting the water clear out all the remaining bits now that you want to let go of, as we are about to finish this meditation. And then when you are ready, standing back up from the water, walking out of it ever so gently and slowly. And then bringing your mind back into the space where you are. Taking a deep breath to finish. And opening your eyes again. Okay, so next we're going to do a mudra. It's called the Talahridaya mudra. And we've done it before if you followed all the sessions so far. It's a mudra that helps to bring peace inside, a space of calm and stillness, a space without expectations, a space that slows down within your system. And basically, it is using both hands. You're going to put your thumb across, so your right thumb across your left palm, and your rest of your hand wraps around. So it's like your right hand is hugging your left hand. And then over this, your middle finger and your thumb are going to loop, creating a circle, touching both tips. And they need to touch so that you know they're together, but you can't press so hard. I don't know if you can see that it's actually leaving a white mark. It's not good. So it's just touching like this, touching with an intent of sealing together. And then the rest of the fingers stay straight, but also not too tense, like not really tight, but like straight, but relaxed. So again, the hand is like this, the left hand, putting your right, so your right hand goes over, putting your thumb across your palm, your left palm, hugging the rest of your hand at the back, and then the thumb and the middle finger holding together, and the rest of the fingers just remaining straight. And we can just hold our hand like this in front of us. I am going to hold it differently for people who join in the middle of the session so that they can be reminded on how to hold your hand. But occasionally I will turn it around to show. But the rest of you just can hold it like this in front of you. And for me, it's pretty much in front of my heart. Okay, so now you can take a deep breath in and out, closing your eyes and relaxing as much as you can, holding your hands still in that position. There is nothing else you need to do but just to focus your mind on how you feel now and throughout the next few minutes. As you're holding these hands in this way, focusing on the sensations at your hands, but also in your whole body and in your whole mind. How are you feeling throughout as you're holding this mudra, this hand position? Just focusing on the sensations, keeping your breath as normal, noticing what's happening at your hands, noticing what's happening in your body, in your mind. Keeping your hands in check, making sure you're still holding the position, that your fingers are still nice and straight, that your thumb and your middle finger from the other hand, the left hand, are still touching, making a circle, and that your right hand is still nicely hugging your left hand with your thumb in the middle of your left palm. And just relaxing, just letting the magic happen. Noticing the changes in your mind, noticing the changes in your body, noticing any sensation in your hands. And then bringing your hands back down, you can move your fingers to relax the tension from holding the position for so long. Turn your hands around at your wrist level. Move your arms, your shoulders if you wish to. Taking just 1 minute to feel how you're feeling now after holding your hands in that posture for that time. And then moving on. Before we move on, just a quick explanation. The mudras are called mudras, and they often have a name that is quite a mouthful because they come from the Sanskrit, which is a language where most of the yoga, or where yoga comes from. And so mudras being part of yoga practice, then everything that has to do with mudras is in that language, and that's why it's so complicated to pronounce. But yeah, so that's just a quick explanation. And they basically stimulate energy points on our hands that help to have a specific action on our system. And that is why, for any kind of purpose that I've been looking at through this session, these sessions rather, I often use a mudra to support whatever it is that we are trying to achieve with the session, because they are really highly effective. Please do share with me though how you feel, but I can tell you already, just by holding it for the last 10 minutes, I'm feeling quite spacey myself. So, okay, thank goodness I did that at the end. So now we're going to move on to the love meditation. So if you'd like to put your hands together and start rubbing them energetically. And then when you feel that you've had enough friction created, you can put them on your heart, where your heart chakra resides, in the middle of your chest. If your eyes were open, you can take a deep breath now and you can shut your eyes. Otherwise, you can just take a deep breath and know you're starting, focusing on the love energy now. And this time you can just rest. Just rest for a moment. We are not finished yet with the session. We will finish with another meditation. But for now, you can just rest. Let your mind wander anywhere it wants to go. And now we're going to move on to the next meditation, so you can relax your heads back down. And I'm going to invite you now to go into a space where there is a pond in a field, a natural pond. And we're going to go there and we're going to sit at the side of the pond. It has been raining, but it stopped. We are end of August kind of time. It is nice and warm, but it's not too hot. The clouds are parting now to let the sun through, A few raindrops are still dropping here and there, occasionally. You can see some of the mist from the rain that got into contact with the earth that was warm. And that mist is lifting ever so calmly and gently. There isn't a sound anywhere, just occasionally the sound of the water, the raindrops dropping on the earth in the field or on the water in the pond where you're going to be sitting. And so you can make your way to the pond now. And when you get there, you can decide either to sit on the bench there or to sit on the floor if it feels more comfortable, just at the edge of the pond. And as you sit there, you can start to sense that moment of stillness, the calm after the rain, before the sun. That moment that is so calm and so still. Animals have not started moving yet as such. Nature has just been hydrated and purified. And so it is that moment now where everything settles before moving on to activity and the dynamic of life again. And so as you sit there, you can feel the warmth from the sun coming out. You can see the mist from the rain that has come and gone, lifting slowly. You might even see a rainbow, showing that it is still raining somewhere, but just not here. Showing you the magic of life and showing you the stillness of life. A beautiful rainbow, showing you all of its colors gloriously. Noticing the calm and stillness of the water at the surface of the pond. Not a single ripple on that water that is completely still, just as you feel inside. The surface of that water is echoing how it feels within yourself, still and calm, restful. Sometimes one of the drops of rain that landed on the grass drops at the surface of the water and creates ripples. But very quickly, those ripples disappear again to leave space for more stillness. Just relaxing there and enjoying this moment of stillness in nature. Sometime a bird might just decide to fly by, gliding through the sky, adding more stillness to this wonderful moment. This wonderful, still and calm landscape is becoming you, and you are becoming it. Feeling calmer and calmer, more and more still inside, just like the surface of that pond. Since we have already done the love meditation, I am going to let you stay in that space a little bit longer, just for a few more minutes. You can decide to either stay by the pond in that moment of stillness a bit longer, or you can go back to your space and get you back to your room. Just for the next few minutes. And asking yourself, this stillness, how does that make you feel? Okay, when you are ready, you can take a deep breath. Bring your mind back to the room if you haven't done so yet. And then opening your eyes again. So first of all, let me apologize to you. I got so caught up into the mudra that I actually did the love meditation at the wrong time. There was still that last meditation to come, so I really apologize. I hope that this was not too much of an inconvenience for you. Um, right, so comments. First of all, Magali says, it's as if my brain was clearer. So she, I think, posted that after that we did the breathing exercise. So after that, we did the sharp breathing and focusing on the vibration of stillness. And so she says that her brain felt clearer, her mind rather felt clearer. And so I don't know, please do let me know how you've experienced this session and how it made you feel, because it's very interesting to see from one person to the other. Then Magali says also that, right, so that was about my last question that I asked on the last meditation now. when I asked how does the stillness and connecting with it make you feel, and she replied that it makes her feel calm and ready to fall asleep. So that's cool. I'm really, really sorry for today's session. This was an amazing vibration to connect with for sure. And I hope that you've been able to really enjoy it. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If you've got anything you'd like to share, please do. I'm available on the live chat during the session. And also, you can email me, you can connect with me, you can leave messages on the videos after that they've been live as well. You need to go back onto the channel for that and then leave the messages in the comments below the videos. Hope you have a wonderful week. This session happens every Wednesday, 2 p.m. till 3 p.m. This Saturday, there is one extra session, 4 o'clock till 5 o'clock, for the Fabulous Festival and the Libraries Week with the Ilford Library, the Central Library in Ilford, Redbridge Libraries. And so this is what we're doing. We're going to do a general session with some basics that we're going to go back to for everyone to be able to enjoy. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Maybe I'll see you Saturday through the lens, and otherwise next Wednesday through the lens. Bye.